Okay, hi. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Blab to Learn. And today I am so glad to have, someone who I adore a lot, someone whose thoughts I have a lot of respect for. Welcome, Apurva, and welcome, Gaurav, to the show. And for people who may or may not know, here is their latest book. So I guess it's a mirror image,
Yes.
but here we have the authors. Thanks so much for joining. Falguni, you want to start off with the introduction?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Blab to Learn. We are happy to have two wonderful guests today who are going to teach us how to do more and more social selling. In fact, in today's age, it's becoming very important to sell yourself also. So we look forward to the tips here. Along with Malhar, I am the co-host of this session. My name is Professor Falguni Basavada Oza. I teach advertising at MICA Ahmedabad. And this is a pleasure to have you both, Gaurav and Apurva. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Malad. Thank you, Falguni. It's always a pleasure to talk to such an esteemed audience, and I look forward to a learning session.
Hey, thank you.
Great. Gaurav, you want to say something?
Thank you, Malhar, and thank you, for organizing this session.
Hey, thanks and welcome. And for people who have just initiated on Blab, if you have any questions during the chat, during the show, use the chat window right on the right side. Use /Q and put your questions. And if you want, which I would really want you to do, please share the stream along with your followers. Use the tweet and the post button on the left and share it with your friends and followers. So we'll go start. And before starting, show the guest some love. Use the sign at the bottom of the screen. Show them some love. Click on that, and we would be happy to see lot of love to those guests. Right off, we start off with Apurva. Okay, I guess Gaurav just logged off.
So, good evening. Good
Okay.
there are people in different parts of the world. This is Apurv. I'm the Vice President of Corporate Marketing at HCL and a passionate learner from the digital marketing space. Got onto the digital bandwagon pretty early. Been a very exciting 10-year journey on digital now and still a very keen learner. So me and Gaurav heads digital marketing for us. And both of us co-authored this book on social selling because we saw this as a huge gap between sales and marketing. We always felt that the marketers feel they are doing very well. And salespeople often end up feeling the marketers are doing so well, but our targets are not being met. So there was always this gap, which was very hard to cross. And I think social media allows us to cross the chasm. So over to my co-author, Gaurav.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Gaurav, and I'm fortunate to be part of Apur's team. So I'm working with him, and as you mentioned, I'm heading the digital marketing team. So in 2014, we generated 1 billion funnel from our digital properties. And when we told this to our CMO, he said, "Fine, it's okay. So for next year, you have to generate $1.5 billion." So we thought, we have leveraged all the channels, utilized LinkedIn, Facebook, all the channels. So what extra can we do? So then Apur and I thought about a transformation program, which is called social selling, which enabled us to generate the 500 million extra funnel for HCL Technologies. And we thought, if it is giving so much of potential, then we should also share the learning with the world. And that's how we thought about writing this.
For people not from the B2B environment, by fun we mean opportunities. So these are opportunities which salespeople enter in their Salesforce automation system. It was very interesting because usually people feel that social media is great for brand and salience, but not so good for performance marketing and opportunity generation.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
To take a step back, is there a real definition of social selling? How do you classify that this is, or is it just the digital marketing part of it coming into a funnel, and this is how you say it's social sell?
Sure, Gaurav, why don't you start?
Sure. So, based on my understanding,
We lost you, Gaurav,
digital
unfortunately.
selling has always
I think there is some problem. You have to log in again.
Gaurav. Okay, let me get that.
Yeah.
Social selling is the use of social media to interact directly with prospects, answer queries,
Oh,
social selling is
no, I guess his audio is.
I guess he has not logged out yet.
Okay, just give me a second. Let me ping.
engaging with
I think now it's clear, Apurva. You can continue, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
So social selling is the use of social media to interact directly with prospects and customers, answer queries, and offer thoughtful content until prospect is ready to buy. Actually, social selling is an oxymoron because apparently all selling is social. If you're not,
Absolutely.
very hard to sell.
Correct.
So what we have usually seen is people considering everything online right now. Separately, right now is social. Everything offline is not to do anything with social. So how do you challenge that perception?
Yeah, so I think at least personally it's very frustrating for me because I'm one of those people who feels that social media is also an oxymoron because all media is social.
Yeah.
Now there is hardly any media which is left which does not have a social component. So if you're watching TV, say if you're watching Suits or House of Cards, you will often see a Twitter hashtag where people are asking you to tweet back or predict the ending. Or
Correct.
what would you
Right.
have if you were in their shoes? How would you have reacted like the character? But that said, there are broad
No, that.
differences
So
between
sorry. Go ahead.
between social selling and social media marketing. So one of the differences is social selling primarily is concentrated on social sellers, and social media marketing is more to do with marketers, which
Right.
doesn't, on the other side of the equation, you don't have for social selling marketers and for social media marketing sellers. The
So in
second
a way to simplify what you are saying for our audiences, would you like to say that social media marketing is a bigger set and social selling is a subset of social media marketing, but of course plays a pivotal role?
I would actually say if you think of it like a Venn diagram,
Right. Right.
there is an intersection where social media marketing and social selling meet.
Correct.
Because marketing is a much larger universe. It starts from product definition. If you use
Correct.
social media to actually create a value proposition, test a value proposition,
Correct.
then actually go to market, right? So social media marketing on one side is a pretty large universe, and a part of that universe intersects with social selling, because social
Correct.
selling is more about cultivating one-to-one relationships rather than broadcasting messages, which most of social media marketing is.
Also, I feel that the value of social selling will always be higher because of its capacity to close a sales, is it?
So it totally depends. If you're talking about a B2B context, like me, Malhar, or Gaurav come from,
Right.
in B2B context, social media marketing is often used for building an employer brand, building a corporate,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
hard to use it to actually close, because most deals in our industry are like $50, $100 million. It's very hard to use social media marketing to close $100 million deal.
Very true. Very true.
Okay,
So
okay.
use it for building a brand, but social selling is what really helps us close deals. So how do our sales guys and marketers actually create a social media persona? What do they stand for in social media? When you are actually, I think Blab to Learn is a great example. So if somebody is actually looking at learning digital marketing, they're more
Right.
likely to go to a Malhar or Falguni than someone who does not run this community and forum.
Right.
Okay.
Good example. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks
for
for
the
that
plug. We
example.
love it. We love you. Thank you.
Feeling is mutual.
Yeah, Malar, go on.
Yeah, moving off to the next question. So it's like, say for brands or individuals, how can they adopt social selling?
Excellent. So I'm also seeing a lot of questions on the chat button. So should we take them later? Right now, how does it work?
Yeah.
It's your prerogative. So you want to pick up that, it's fine.
Excellent. Just to ensure that audience is also involved. So there's a question from Aura of Gods.
Yeah.
It's a very intimidating name. I'll try my best to answer.
That's Arnab. That's Arnab. His name is Arnab.
Hi, Arnab. So his question is, does social selling deal with future prospects too? Yes, it does. Now, what has happened in the world of sales is, sales used to be always about ABC, always be closing, always be focused on closing. Social selling has actually moved it from ABC, always be closing, to always be connecting. If you are always connecting and then the prospect actually wants to outsource a deal or is looking for a service provider, they are more likely to think of you than anybody else because you're connected on social media, you're talking to them, you're sharing your thoughts, you build a trusted persona.
Right.
Correct.
The first question, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I agree with Vivek who says influencer route is great for building credibility.
Right.
It is great for building credibility. But what happens is there are many so-called influencers, especially in India. We see a lot of people who pay to tweet and who pay to write blogs.
Right.
And it is very, very easy for experienced customers to see through that.
Absolutely.
Very important that when you're building your social media persona as a social seller, you're very mindful that your content is unique, there is no plagiarism, and most importantly, it has a point of view which has not been shared by others.
So there's another question for you.
Yeah.
What kind of tools do you use for social selling? That's the question.
Exactly. So, the most popular tool, at least in B2B, is the LinkedIn Sales Navigator. And Sales Navigator is a great tool because it is completely integrated with the LinkedIn database and the LinkedIn products. In fact, LinkedIn has 5 or 6 apps which you can download on your phone now, which are must for social sellers. So there is LinkedIn Connect, there is LinkedIn Pulse, LinkedIn Social Seller, Sales Navigator. Now, Sales Navigator is great because it gives you a combination of heightened analytics, in-mails, and ability to connect with people you're not connected with. And LinkedIn has recently launched some LinkedIn Sales Social Selling Index. You can use the LinkedIn Social Selling Index to do change management around your social selling effort. Like Cloud, it gives you a score. And that score gamifies the whole process of learning and adapting social selling.
Okay. Gaurav is trying to join in again.
Yeah, so LinkedIn Sales Navigator is not free. This is the question from Twitterala. And
right.
But it's not that expensive. It is completely value for money. If you are an institutional buyer, you get a different rate. So Malhar will get a different rate. While all of us commoners will get a different rate.
Right. That was
you are not a commoner. You are the power user. You are the power user, we are the small
you would be
user.
very familiar with. You can use Hootsuite.
Right.
Both the free version and the enterprise version work very well. And you can do some very basic things. So always start your social selling journey by defining what do you want to stand for. You can't be the same person you are in personal life and comment on everything, right from the latest fracas in JNU to the latest Salman Khan movie, because that is not what
So true.
prospects are looking for. So you have to define your persona. So if Malar wants to stand for the best, the most knowledgeable person on SEO, or Falguni wants to stand for the best person, most knowledgeable person on viral marketing. So you start creating your persona around this. And a lot of persona creation is curating content.
Right.
Creating original content is very difficult, and a lot of us might not have time or might not be able to do it as we would like.
Correct.
So how do you curate? How do you follow blogs, influencers like Falguni and Malar, actually curate content and get to the habit of creating a weekly calendar and using a Hootsuite to enable it.
Yeah.
And to enable that, how do you actually follow prospects,
Absolutely.
follow customers, and actually start first by engaging with them? Now, the thumb rule here is, please don't do on social media what you don't do in real life.
Yeah, so true. Yeah.
Absolutely.
A lot of people get
that's
confused and
super
they think
statement.
it's just because it is social, they can take liberties which they would otherwise not, which is a very, very scary thing which I see happening. So people should not think that social media is more anonymous. It's at an arm's length, so they can get away by being curt. So always be very respectful towards prospects, customers. Once you've identified them, gradually start engaging with them. It could start with something as small as just retweeting them, following them, favoriting their tweets, or giving a very small comment on their LinkedIn post. And then, it starts building from there. If you have a point of view which is not confrontational, feel free to share it, right? Stay clear from politics, religion, cricket, anything which has a very, very strong polarizing effect on your prospective customers.
Right. In fact, I must say, Apurva, that was brilliantly told, because if I tried to just get the gist, the persona building to be supported with effective content. And I loved the word curation, because you're right. In today's age, we want to create content, but we are running on multiple things. So creation may always not be possible. Yeah. So that was a very good, valid point. Thank you so much. Yeah, Malar.
Thank you.
Have we lost you, Malar? We can't see you.
Okay. So my question, Okay.
Yeah.
You don't see me?
There is a
Okay. I will
खुशी ब्रह्म
give me a moment. I'm coming.
एक प्रश्न है कि आप हिंदी में क्यों नहीं बोलते हैं?
I know.
मैं बहुत अच्छी हिंदी में बोल सकता हूँ.
I guess we are running it in the English version because for practical reasons from world over people have joined us.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I speak many languages, so I'm very comfortable speaking in Spanish, English, French.
Right. Okay, while Malar is joining us, if I can take you, Apurva, to the third question. Malar, you want to go ahead with the third question, or should I continue?
Right. Can you see me now?
Yeah.
Lot of echo.
Right. Can you see me now?
Apurva, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so if we can ask you, how has HCL leveraged social selling since you are working with HCL, and how does HCL as a company, as a brand, leveraged on social selling?
Sure. So what we did is, whenever you are starting a change management exercise, you have to ensure that you don't boil the ocean, which is start very wide and shallow and then set yourself up for failure.
Right.
So
Okay.
what we did is, when we started the social selling journey, we identified some salespeople who are by nature very active, very open to learning new things, and we created a group of power users whom we
Okay.
trained. And
Okay.
marketing plays a very important role, because for salespeople, the immediate often takes over the important.
Right.
So if there is an
Right.
immediate deal, even if it is important, they focus on the immediate rather
Right.
than something which is more midterm and long term. They're
Right.
all running quota, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
and
So
they are
true.
always very wary. They are always, the usual sales mentality is, here comes the marketing people with another tool, another idea. And they're going to make our life very difficult. They're
Right.
asking us to take out time from selling and learning a new thing. So we identified people who are already looked upon inside the community, inside HCL, as
Okay.
very influential salespeople. They always meet their quotas, and they're very open to learning new things. So once we identified them, we started by helping them create their social media personas. So simple things like, what is the right picture you should have on LinkedIn? Now your
Right.
LinkedIn picture
Correct.
ideally has to, it can't be, you're wearing dark glasses, you're sipping a pina colada. It's very hard to figure out who you are.
Wearing a Hawaiian hat, sitting on a beach.
Absolutely.
Right. Unless and until you are a tour operator on LinkedIn.
Now that's a very interesting Falguni, which I will always remember. So I'll give you a simple trick. Most people have different pictures on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook.
Right.
It is fine to have a different picture on Facebook, but ideally I would recommend you should have the same picture on all three, all four, if not at least on Twitter and LinkedIn. The reason to do this is, when people are searching for you, if the picture is not clear and it's not the same picture on LinkedIn, Twitter, often it becomes very confusing for prospects who are
Right.
seeking you out and trying to follow you. They are like, is this the same person? Is this a different person?
Right.
Right? So we actually taught them some very, very basic tricks, which often even influential and experienced marketers get wrong. Right? So we help them create a professional Facebook profile, a LinkedIn profile, a Twitter profile, even going to the extent of creating small persona sashes on what is the kind of persona. So if you're a salesperson who is interested in selling
Right.
infrastructure services, does your profile talk about virtualization?
Right.
Does it talk about software defined data center? Right? And stuff like that. Once we created that, in any kind of a training, 90% of the training is forgotten 1 week after the training is completed. I don't know what is your experience, Malhar, Falguni.
True.
Right?
True.
Very true.
Because people get out of it,
Very true.
and their life takes over them. So it is very hard. And the initial hiccup of, I conceptually understood how to use Twitter, but I didn't end up using it. And now I find it very intimidating that how to create a profile. So we actually made them sit in the class and created everybody's profile. And we made them do tweets. We made them do LinkedIn posts. We bought an enterprise license for Sales Navigator and gave it to everybody. Right? Now, what we started doing is, initially you have to aid them so that they can cross the chasm from being non-believers to believers and then advocates. So we created a central team which used to give them content, like a social media calendar, which they could actually use on their profiles. Basis their areas which they were selling in, basis the service lines they were selling in, and the kind of personas. So I think that initial help, which was almost given for 3 months, was critical.
True.
Right? Because without that, a lot of people will just become lapsed users.
So true.
Oh, yeah.
Now, once they got used to it, you have to give both, carrot and stick. So we started running a lot of contests. So the best social media profile, the most engaging content creator, the most connected sales manager, the best amplifier, the best user of Twitter. So these small categories like Housey, where we would, celebrate them, we would share their pictures, we would give them small Amazon vouchers, right? And this is very, very important to encourage people who are getting onto social selling bandwagon for the first time. And I think that really helped because people started seeing early wins. You know, I've been trying to get across to this company or this CIO or this chief marketing officer for many months, and I've never managed to get through the secretary. And now suddenly I'm talking to him as equal on Twitter.
Right.
So salespeople started feeling very empowered.
In fact, that's a
Interesting.
brilliant explanation when being done by the organization in building those people. So when you're talking about, how you help them building their persona on social media and different platforms, I see a conscious investment being done by the organization. So it's an organization-led philosophy.
Absolutely. And what usually happens is there are always some ringleaders in sales teams.
Yes.
Right? They
That
are
is
not
so
only
true.
the most naughty, they are also the best, usually the best salespeople.
Right.
Most
Exactly.
creative, so actually getting the ringleaders in and converting them into a train the trainer model where they become buddies to other people, they solve questions. We also set up a sales concierge desk, which had a toll-free number,
Wow.
and which had an email ID where people could, call in 24/7 and write an email, and within 3 hours they would get a response.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that kind of support is very important.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
In
No,
fact, that's a good one.
that-
Many of us can follow the sales concierge desk system. That's really very nice. Yeah. Mallar, you were saying something. Sorry.
it's expensive, I would say.
Yeah. No, it needs a lot of commitment, lot of manpower
Oh,
also.
yes.
Yeah, a lot of manpower.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we are almost towards the end, but say before we jump off, Apurva, why don't you tell us about the book as well? So we had a brief introduction of the book at the beginning, but so people about the book, where they can find the book, and how they can purchase it.
Excellent. Thank you. So that's my book, if you can see it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's actually published by Bloomsbury, which is a London-based large publisher, which has published people like Khaled Hosseini, Shiv Kheda,
Yes.
Shiv Kheda, influential sales expert and a motivator. They've also published J.K. Rowling for the Harry Potter fans.
Yes. I'm Khalid Hosseini's fan. Huge.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So this book is right now available on Amazon and Flipkart. In fact, it is Amazon bestseller, and we just went live on Flipkart. It is also available on all large bookshops. It is a #1 bestseller in the business books section on W.H. Smith, which is a book chain at airports.
Yes, airports.
Right.
And this book is been launched for the last 1 month, and it's about to go into reprint. So the first edition is, in another 30 days, I think it will get completely sold out. And
wow, congrats. That's a big one. Yeah.
Thank you. And it is very interesting. I will narrate an interesting anecdote. When we were writing the book, both me and Gaurav felt that we should actually dog food the medicine. So you can't be writing on social selling and not doing social selling yourself.
You're right.
So I'm a first-time author, and my challenge, which I took up for myself, was if I'm going to publish a book, it has to be with a global top 3 publisher. And nothing against Indian publishers, but I took it as a challenge to get a publishing contract using social selling with a top 3 publisher. So, I created my whole profile as a blogger, as a thought leader, just in the last 2 years. So wrote on LinkedIn, wrote for Business World, tweeted, and actually managed to land contracts from all the top 3 major publishers, completely using social selling.
Wow.
Oh, fantastic. I guess Gaurav is trying to join, but I am not sure what the challenge is with him. Okay. So while he still tries to join in, what I would say is, Apurva, the number of likes, number of
yes,
yeah, it's It's a record. It's a record.
The
so far.
highest in
So
the history of
400.
Blab.
Thank
Yeah.
you to all the audience. It's a very
Right.
participative audience, and I love this forum because you can see all the comments coming in. So from Ramya, from Pravs, Twitterala. So it's an amazing platform which is very, very immersive. So I've already fallen in love with the platform and the audience.
And people have fallen
Thank
in
you,
love
thank
with
you
your
so-
smile. If you can see the last comment.
Thank you, Vivek.
Right. Thanks, Apurva. And before we log off, how can people find more about you and Gaurav, and where can they follow you?
Sure. So my Twitter handle is A1PURVA Apurv. You can find me on LinkedIn, Apurv Chamaria, APURVA CHAMARIA, and you can also find me on apurvchamaria.com, which is my website and blog. I'm usually extremely responsive on Twitter, so
Right.
my team and my friends tell me it's faster to get me on Twitter than on email. So I look forward to continuing our interaction and also joining the future Blab sessions.
Great.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Apurva. And as I said earlier, it was great to have your thoughts here on Blab to Learn. We loved having you here. Thanks so much. And unfortunately, Gaurav, I guess we would have to do a session with you again.
In fact,
Excellent.
Gaurav and Apurva, thank you both so much. Apurva, especially because you had to share Gaurav's load as well for the day. So thank you so much for coming in. And it was wonderful because we saw a person who walked the talk and then published the book. Exactly. So that was amazing. The way in which we learned and you gave us insights into social selling, commendable. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
So people who have not yet got the book, please get it. There is a lot of, I've been halfway through the book and there is a lot of practical insights. It's just not theory, it's practical. The tools are there. Awesome book.
Thank you, everybody. God bless you and have a great evening ahead.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Stay connected on Twitter, Apurva.
Absolutely, Falguni, and I look forward to seeing you in Mica soon.
Sure, we want you to come. Sure. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.